Riding home in Nashville, we're fresh off of seeing five-star quarterback commit Jared Curtis. Look, the talent is obvious. It is evident. You saw it immediately. He can throw on the run. The ball flicks out of his hand. He can move around. I thought he was as advertised. Look, I told both of y'all at some point today when we were driving up here, I want to see something crazy. I want to see what you'd expect to see out of a five-star player, out of a top 5 player in the country. It doesn't always happen when we go to see it, right? Because maybe you don't see him on their best day, but Jared Curtis played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns by my count, 3 passing, 1 running. The kid can move. He probably rushed for about 60, 70 yards. Not super sudden, but he is a physical runner. But the ball absolutely zips out of his hand. You can tell by the first and second throw, okay, this kid's got it. This is something else. This is something different. And the word elite gets thrown around probably too much, but he has elite arm talent. He's got size. He moves in the pocket. He can throw on the run. He really showed us a lot tonight. That was very impressive.
I don't know what to say other than there's certain guys you see immediately. This is a guy that can lead a college team to the national championship. He has all the tools you need. It's all there. The superlatives are obvious. He's still raw. Have to say that. I want to get to that in a little bit. It's going to be a lengthy video with some highlights. Don't skip out. I told Ryan, when I was walked over to him, I said, I'll remember the night I watched Jared Curtis play the first time. I'll tell you that right now. I remember the time I saw Trevor play, Justin play, Aaron Murray play, the first time I saw Matthew throw a football, seeing Cam Newton live. I'm not just saying those names. He's in that universe for sure. I was completely impressed tonight.
Well, it was instant. The moment that he got on the field, he makes, on the first drive, he breaks out of the pocket to the right. He's rolling to his right. He makes a sick throw on the run. It accelerates out of his hand. It darts out of his hand. He has a quick release. He flicks his wrist all the way over. You see it. You may see it in the videos or the images that we're throwing up here tonight, but he flicks it all the way over. There's a lot of torque in it. Stuff that's hard to teach. He can sidearm. He's got the different arm angles, but the movement and throwing on the run, I think, is what was most impressive for me. That he didn't have to have his feet set. He didn't have to have perfect form to throw an accurate ball, but you saw it instantly. They were showcasing that. The other part of it that I even talked to him about a little bit, that maybe the Georgia coaches aren't going to love, and it's something you get with Gunnar Stockton a little bit, lowers the shoulder, right? He's not afraid of contact. He's a big guy, right? I told you I don't know how tall he really is, but getting to talk to him, I think he probably is a true 6'3", 6'4". He's thick. He's not a skinny quarterback. He's got the size. It's not elite speed, and he's not going to dance around. He's playing probably not amazing competition here tonight, and he's able to juke some of these guys out. That's probably a nice way of putting it. But from a physical standpoint, he has all that. From a mental standpoint, I don't think it's totally far off. I think he's a little bit raw. I made a couple of mistakes tonight, but he has the Houdini type of ability where he can kind of make something out of nothing.
He trucked that one kid.
Yeah.
Trucked that one kid. And he juked another guy's out, like you said, but let me know if I need to turn up. He is
exit 86.
Thank you.
Almost a mile.
Gifted is the word that I kept using. He just has it. It was natural. He made it look easy. Yes. He's pump faking guys. He's dancing.
He believes in the pump fake.
Yeah. And, Ryan, you did want to watch a crazy throw, and he almost made one.
He did make some pretty crazy throws.
The hero ball, he did have one interception early on, but yeah, he was just eager to get out there. We didn't see him really a whole lot in the first quarter, but
Davidson sat on the ball, did a good job.
Yeah,
sitting on the ball.
But they scored a touchdown.
The end zone
that's what's that?
They scored a touchdown on every drive but the interception.
Correct.
Is that right?
And it was the hero ball. It was a ball you just don't throw it. He'll learn that. If he doesn't already know that, he knew that tonight. Go ahead, Matt. Keep saying what you want to say.
Exit 86.
86.
Yeah, you're straight. Hey,
Okay.
listen, while you're at it, this is Riding Home. Grab a Riding Home t-shirt. I'm going to throw it up. This is really about Jared Curtis. We're going to have a very lengthy story, well reported, about how he picked Georgia. Yada, yada. You're not going to want to miss that story. It's going to come out in a couple weeks. But, I mean, Matt, I've been on the field for 25 years. This is my 25th season. And the one ball, first of all, the ball comes off his hand like very few people I've seen in person. Michael Vick, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow a little bit. I think he's different than Joe Burrow. However, it's a straight up, I'm not going to use certain words. It is a something missile, and it's the real deal. Now, can he play quarterback? Yes. He's very calm, collected. He knows how to play. He's going to not have to play hero ball. That's not going to work. He's not going to have to do that or need to do that. He knows he's got talent. He knows he's got talent. Those shoes, Ryan.
Yeah,
but, like,
he's swagged out.
That's the
and
part
he's got the sleeve.
That's what's got to go away, though, is trying to do too much. And that's the hard part. Like, that will be – let me just say this about Nashville, man. I don't want to hear anything about Atlanta traffic, okay? This place is nothing but traffic. Period. Yeah. It's traffic.
I'd say
stop it.
I'd say he was worth the traffic, though.
He was the
very
real. I mean,
good.
when I don't mind, I go watch. I've done this I've seen guys. You drive like you want to see guys show out. He balled out. Period. Tonight, he's very good. This guy is the real deal. Period.
Yeah, I haven't seen as many people as Eli, but over the last few years, going and seeing these kids, he's definitely. It's not a question that he's the most impressive when you factor in every possible thing you can factor for a quarterback. What were you going to say?
Well, let me just ask Matt, because he has seen a fair amount of guys. You've seen Trevor, you've seen Justin, you've seen Carson, you've seen Jake Fromm was a good. Jake Fromm,
Davis Mills.
I've seen Jacob Eason first quarter was like that.
Yeah.
But this guy did it for 3.5 quarters. I think that was the difference to me. Was like the first time I saw Jacob, I should have mentioned Jacob. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he made some mistakes. This guy made just a dreadful mistake. But
he would never make that throw at college. Mike Bobo would be
he will, actually. I think
maybe
he will.
in practice, but that was it was a crazy
he's
play.
So
he tried
in
to pull
control.
Off. Yeah.
That I think he tries sometimes. Talking about the keepers talking about, he's so in control that I think he's like, man, I got this right now.
He almost
did.
He's
probably testing his limits a little bit.
He almost
too.
did. It was completely running the wrong way across the field, throwing it back across his shoulder.
Great play by the defender.
The defender made a good play.
Let's recap, because the first touchdown was a rocket. You know, he escapes a guy, I guess, who gave him some pressure.
Then
he ran out.
I think the first touchdown was a rushing touchdown.
He does not.
The first touchdown was rushing. The first passing, that was a rope.
Yeah.
That was a rope.
Are you talking about the one that was
in the corner by
in
you?
The corner.
Dude,
that's
what I was trying to say. That was exceptional.
Yeah.
Exceptional. I was like, that's a pick. Nope. Boom. And the guy caught it. They got a good running back too.
The running back's legit.
They got a good running back too, like highish level. Go ahead.
But then it's fourth quarter. We think that they're going to just try to run the clock out, and he launches it downfield and gets it right over the defender, right into the guy's shoulder. About 65, 70-yard touchdown pass. He showed a little bit of everything. He showed the quick short throws. He showed the ability to run RPO style offense.
His hands, man. The other coach was complaining about the RPOs.
What was he complaining?
Well, he wasn't complaining. He was just acknowledging. He was trying to tell his team, it's like, hey, yeah, it's annoying, but he's going to make plays. He said he can make every RPO throw.
He did. He did the ones where he turned your whole body completely afterwards. He did the ones that were off the screen
really hard
passes.
to stop in college.
He's fun.
He's going to be
a
really
fun
hard to stop in college. I'm just going to say that right now. He's going to be really hard to stop. What we don't know, though, Matt, and I hate to be this guy, it sure looks like he knows how to play quarterback, but, like, can he sit around and pick people apart? Because he can do the amazing stuff. The question is, can he do the simple stuff and be cool with it?
Well, I wouldn't even say that's simple, but the processing factor, right? That coaches rave about, and that is the number one trait they want in the quarterback next to decision making, is the quick processing. I don't think that out of all things that you could have learned about a quarterback, that's probably what we learned the least about him tonight. Yeah. Just because he could kind of do whatever he wanted for the most part.
But the running ability, he could just bully you. Now,
I mean, he trucked the dude. It was bad.
I don't know.
We got a video of it. It's on here.
I don't know if someone like my size, Ryan's size, let's just say my size, is really going to be able to live a life in the SEC where you're running that way. He does remind me of Cam Newton to some degree, but like Cam was such a larger person than Jared Curtis is. And same thing with the Bills quarterback.
Josh Allen.
They're
both just bigger than him.
They're just bigger than he is. But that assumes that he stays this size, Matt, and I don't know that he will. I mean, he looks like he could have, like, his length is very good, which means you would think maybe he'll grow a little bit more. But I don't think you got to grow anymore. I mean, the guy is a freak.
Hey, you're going on to 40
Left.
east and half a mile.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I mean, but like, Matt, you've seen Trevor, Justin, etc. Like, Trevor never had to do this sort of stuff.
He was playing against better competition.
But Trevor never had to do this, but he didn't do it either, man. Like, this, it's like, I don't know if this is going to be maybe the wrong way to say it, but like, is he more natural at it than Trevor was?
I don't know. Trevor was doing it since he was in like 6th grade, just winning games and was like the guy the whole time. He knew how to play quarterback, and I think he knew what he was doing.
And Trevor would gut it out against, like, that winner. He's not going to let you over, so you're going to have to stop. The win over Buford for Trevor, like, this wasn't even close. Like, Trevor Lawrence won that game against Buford basically by himself the time we saw him play.
Yeah.
But that's not. I think Jared Curtis could lead these guys to a state championship by himself. But he's got more than the receivers are pretty good. That running back is definitely a real player. It's not just him, but their defense is a kind of a problem.
Well, they're going to be in some shootouts. He's going to put up some big time numbers this year. That deep ball was so nice. That was a beautiful ball.
The one that absolutely ended the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like they're like one and done. They did that several times. It feels like they were just like, oh, you just scored? Okay, well, give me a second here. Let me tie my shoes. I'm going to score another touchdown. Like, Davidson tried to kill the whole first quarter with a drive, and they scored a touchdown, and they were hyped.
Yeah.
And I think I said to Ryan or you, I said, Nashville Chris is going to win this game like 40-12, and they won it 56-28.
Yeah, 56-28.
Way too many points at that. I mean, we had a running clock going for a while. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
reverted back at some point.
I think Georgia people should be as extremely excited as they possibly can, Matt. And the fact that they kept him from going to Oregon, I'm not going to stop. The kid at Grayson is the real deal. The linebacker, like, to me, that kid is the real. He looks like this kid is the real deal right
Tyler
here.
Atkinson.
But the Curtis kid, like, we're not going to sugarcoat things because guys go to a particular school.
We didn't drive all the way to Nashville just to.
Yeah.
We came
like,
to be
tell
real.
you what you want to hear.
Right.
But we would have been real if we thought it was a disappointing performance, or if we didn't see the talent.
The one play was just like, all right, that's not okay. But there was, and then like I will mention throwing into his offensive lineman when he's getting sacked. I was like, am I watching Matthew Stafford in 2006? You know, like, so there's stuff to work with there. It's like, don't do that.
He was getting sacked by 2 guys, I think.
He still got loose, though.
And flicked it out to the lineman.
He just tossed it.
Offensive lineman, and he knew. He was like, oh, I should not be doing this. And he did it. But, like, I think...
They called it a sack, I think. That was
in the end of the half. They could have scored yet again.
Yeah.
This kid is the real deal. I'll stop talking. I mean, I just think he's good. I think y'all should be
Georgia fans should be very excited.
Very excited. Now, you know, Ryan Puglisi has significant arm talent. They didn't just recruit Ryan Montgomery for no reason. Montgomery for no reason. But
he's definitely raw. It's not necessarily.
I think he is raw.
Does he have the talent? Does he have the talent to be where he steps in and he's the most talented quarterback immediately? That's totally possible.
Yes.
Will he start as a true freshman? Probably not.
But well,
it's not impossible to start as a true freshman.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if Puglisi has progressed enough to play the position well enough to hold off. You know, what would be Curtis's 2 years. I mean, because in theory, Stockton would be there again next year. So you're talking about 2 years from now, and there's no telling what the situation will be like. I mean, he's got a very good relationship with Mike Bobo. I think that makes a huge difference.
He told me he had a good relationship with Ryan Puglisi as well.
They've got some players.
And Todd Monken. Todd Monken offered
this.
him, and he started this all. And Mike Bobo did a great job of connecting with the family, winning him over in the end. But there's a reason Todd Monken was on him early. This kid is big, he is physical, he can run, and he can sling that football all over the field.
Well, okay. I think direct comparison to some degree, Dylan Raiola does not have the running ability at all.
But he
has some throwing ability.
Yeah.
But Dylan Raiola winning you a game by himself, I think he could do it, but it would not involve his feet. This kid salivates at running and throwing,
He wants to be on the move.
Oh, for sure.
It almost looked like he was more natural throwing when he had some sort of movement. There's certain shooters in basketball that feel better when they're coming off the dribble, creating their own shot, compared to a catch and shoot. That's kind of how I would compare him. He wants to create his own shot. He wants to create his own play versus just the stationary drop back and throw. He could do that too. He did it, but he almost seems more comfortable moving around. It'll be interesting to see at the next level how much of that goes on, how much. It'll be tough against SEC defensive ends that are coming around the edge and things like that.
It did not bother him at all.
It didn't. The pressure didn't bother him.
He was just flat,
He had plenty of time to throw for the most part.
He did. Now, was he... There were times when he was extremely accurate, and there were some times when he was not accurate. But he did throw a fair amount of balls, and that touchdown throw, the 2 touchdown throws could not have been thrown better, period. Yeah. The play by the wide receiver to catch that one ball that was kind of errent, that was a great catch. Yeah. The bad across the field throw, that was a giant mistake. But I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want people to think the kid walks on water, because he does not. His TikToks, on the other hand, are, something else.
Walking on gasoline.
But he's very good, man. I mean, I remember watching Justin and being like, oh my God. And it was the same sort of thing. It is not dissimilar from watching Justin Fields maneuver.
I mean, my wife she's not a big football woman, but if she were sitting out there tonight, she'd be like, yeah, that guy is the best player by a mile. Yeah, I can see why that guy is going to play big-time college football.
This is the exit.
Okay.
Well, we're almost where we got to be, but I think, I don't know, man.
Out of the guys that I've done this for Dawg Post, he's the most talented I've seen. And that includes Raiola, Gunnar Stockton,
Amarius Mims.
I meant out of quarterbacks. Oh, okay. But out of all of them, in terms of the performance,
but you and I were talking about him and Gunnar, and you said, I don't know, Well, the difference between him and Gunnar is the way that the ball comes out. And the speed it does. Gunnar has, cocks back almost and launches it. He's accurate, and he can make throws on the run, but there is more finesse with Jared Curtis. I think he has the highest ceiling by far out of all the quarterbacks I've seen for Dawg Post purposes. Brock Vandegrift. Brock was overwhelmingly raw.
Yeah, and this
kid is not raw like that. The
ceiling is high.
For sure, he could definitely be number 1 overall draft pick.
That's the exact type of football player that people are looking for in the top 5 of the NFL. 100%. You see guys like Anthony Richardson get taken in the top 5. He's got that type of just raw athletic ability and raw talent. Yeah. Go right here. My bad.
I loved him. I thought he was great.
That was good timing.
For me, I've seen that. I've done this a lot. I complain. I call Matt and complain. I just drove this long and saw this kid. He was fine. Whatever.
Right, left.
Yeah. That's not what I'm saying tonight. Exceptional. Jared Curtis, exceptional. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
Easy 5-star. We saw it. We saw it all tonight.
5-star. Definitely. There was nothing that he was missing in terms of a quarterback from a talent standpoint. He had it all.
And the shoes, dude, I don't know.
The shoes were sexy. That's the word that I would use. That's all I got to say.
Aggressive.
To each their own.
Yep. All right, thanks for watching.